What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and I think I may have one more left for the night. My throat is killing me, but I gotta put this content out for my peoples. You know, I gotta hold my boy DSP accountable. So essentially, I wanted to put out the daily wrap because I wanted to hear what he had to say, especially off of his salty late night MultiVersus stream where one, he only made 20 bucks in tips, which upset our poor Phil. And two, he broke terms of service, where he essentially threatened his viewers if they did not give him 100 likes by the end of the stream. Of course, I clipped it, made a short of it, made a video of it, and reported it to YouTube. So hopefully we'll get some traction on that. I have a feeling, I haven't watched the video yet, but I have a feeling we're probably going to have some Whiterun playing because our boy Phil is just going to be crying on the stream. So let's get into it, pimps.
Alrighty, everyone, good evening and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 15th of August, 2022. I'm Darkside Phil, of course, and I'm here to recap everything that we did today. On today's episode of the Level 1 podcast, there was a lot of new stuff going on. I announced there's a new animation for $10 tips. I announced there's an animation for $100 tips, so some newer stuff. I also re-acknowledged that we now have thumbnails on all my videos again. There was a period of time there where they were not, but now all my new playthroughs have thumbnails again. Talked about this weekend's upcoming event on Saturday.
Yeah, because you're lazy. It takes you 2 minutes to make a thumbnail, and you don't do them anyway. Someone else does. So you were just being lazy and didn't want to put them onto your video.
That won't take the entire marathon, and therefore, I'm actually going to be doing the continuation of my closet clean out. So there's a lot to talk about, and there was other things. We had a long Q&A section, and then that was followed by Final Fantasy VII. Today's Final Fantasy VII stream went really well. Admittedly, it wasn't the most riveting stream. Why? Because today I had to grind to do all of the chocobo breeding, racing, feeding, and then trying to get the golden chocobo. If you play Final Fantasy VII normally, and you do it the normal method, it takes about 9 to 12 hours because it involves a lot of luck and a lot of the races. But since this version of Final Fantasy VII runs 3 times fast when you tell it to, we did the entire thing in one stream. I was amazed. We got all of it done in 3 hours. Usually that's not the case. And we got very lucky too with the breeding, or giving me the right genders so that they could then breed again and stuff like that. Usually it's a pain in the ass to get it to match up. I just got really lucky today, okay? So the good news was, by the end of the Final Fantasy VII stream, I had done all of it. I got the golden chocobo, and we went to all the areas and got the ultra rare materia, okay? Also, support was outstanding on this stream. We didn't hit all the tips goals, but we got darn close. It was really cool to see that level of support for Final Fantasy VII, okay? So this means when we play it again, likely we're doing endgame stuff like end-to-end game, meaning going through.
He's been talking about endgame for like a month of this boring game.
And we call the magic pot or whatever, and apparently that's the best place to grind in the game to try to unlock the leveling of the materia that we got, the good stuff, and then taking on the ultimate weapons, which is the emerald and ruby weapon. All right, that's the only stuff left to do before the actual finale. So next stream we're going to be doing some serious stuff and seeing, you know, how well I do. So that went really well. Now, tonight's late stream was MultiVersus, the launch of Season 1. What that means is that the game essentially now is kind of out of open beta and more into a readily available state. They added a bunch of gameplay tweaks and the like. Unlock different characters. All right. And then next week, they're going to add another new character, Morty, and then add ranked matches and all of that. So tonight was kind of like, there was some update, but it wasn't as much as, say, a full-fledged launch per se.
Okay, we should be getting the we should get in the wine soon here.
Launch. I had fun. First whole half of the stream I tried Arya Stark, who is now newly unlocked. Second half of the stream I tried LeBron James. Arya I liked a lot. She has some good aerial combo ability. Admittedly, I didn't really learn her moves that well. Like, she has the ability to like steal your face, which I think is like kind of like Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat, where you can steal one of your abilities or more than one ability. But I didn't really figure out how to implement it. Well, LeBron James was okay. He wasn't great. He has some strengths and some weaknesses, but I really feel like he can't really hang that well with the rest of the cast. Likely better for team games because I believe you can pass his ball back and forth between your teammate and stuff like that. Played for 2 hours. Viewership, great. Engagement when it came to people talking with me and you know, actually liking the stream, great. Support, pretty much non-existent. And at this point, I'm feeling like a broken record. I like MultiVersus.
That's because you are a broken record.
I'm really having a great time with the game. I'm trying to learn it. I'm not good at it, but I'm slowly playing each character, trying to learn their builds, earning credits to unlock the next character. Like, I'm really trying to cover the game seriously. Now, am I a big FGC guy? No, I'm not. So you're not seeing me play this 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week, playing it as major giant streams. You're seeing me play it 2, 3 times a week on late nights. It's
i.e. I suck.
Streams. The people are showing up to watch it, but there's very little support. Last time I played
They're
it,
showing
it
up
was
to
a
watch
rare
you
night
suck
when there was a
and
lot of
laugh
support
at you.
for it, but pretty much almost every time I play this game, support is low to non-existent. Now, here's the thing. It'd be one thing to say, well, Phil, this is a pattern. It's not. Bassmaster, Final Fantasy VII, right? Even 2 Point Campus to some extent. Even when I do my late night Street Fighter streams / fighting game streams on Friday Night Fights, okay, like everything I'm doing is getting support, just not MultiVersus, and I don't get it. I really don't.
Then why are you complaining? It's one game out of how many games you playing? And you're complaining about support? Remind you, you made 130 bucks in your first stream today. And what do you always say? Oh no, I don't always have to hit all my tips goal as long as there's a balance. And you know, if I get at least a tier 2 tip goal on one stream, right? Isn't that what you say? You need to stop lying, Phil. Okay? You expect $150 per stream each stream, okay? And you need to start being honest. How about you just be honest? I'd rather have you be a greedy pig but be honest than lie and try to act like, oh, it's not about the money. Okay? Stop playing the charades. It's 14 years. Nobody believes you. Just be honest about it. If you want money, just say you want money. Because that's what everyone believes and thinks anyway. You might as well be honest about it.
The game that I like, it's a hot new game. I'm, doing the best efforts to learn it, excuse me. You guys have asked me to learn a new fighting game over the years besides old school Street Fighter. So I'm doing that because I like this one. Hell, today I purposely wore my Gremlin shirt in celebration that Spike is in the game and will be a character in Season 1 coming up in the next couple of months.
I love this distorted filter on Phil.
But every time I play this game, it's like no one wants to support it. I just don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand it. Maybe I've been too long out of the competitive fighting game scene, and the people who used to care just don't care anymore, and they're not watching my stuff. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. But it's this.
I'm old and ancient.
I'm playing it tonight. I'm going to play it again Wednesday night. I'm trying to at least play this twice a week at night streams. But I just don't get it. If I get feedback, whatever, I need feedback. What is going on with this game that whenever I play it, I just can't get support?
Feedback, Phil. You suck. You're terrible at the game. All you're doing is just mashing buttons and just jumping around. And your audience isn't interested. Move the fuck on to something else. It's that simple. Or just play it and just suck it up and get whatever little support you get. It's that easy. You don't need to make 1,000 videos pondering why nobody on your none of your viewers like MultiVersus. They probably just don't like it. They probably like the walking sims that you do. They probably like, Toy Story 3. A bunch of your viewers are kids, right? They love when you blow the bubbles and you play Toy Story 3. Maybe play maybe play what are the guys with the Minions? Play the Minions game. Your viewers would love that. You probably make $1,000 on the stream.
I don't understand it. All right. It's weird because the viewership's there. I'm actually getting more views on this than a lot of my other playthroughs, but I can't keep doing it if I don't get support. I'm sorry, this is my job as well as my hobby. It is. And especially these last few weeks, I told you guys it's been very rough. It's been tight. This week is no exception, and the fact that I'm playing it multiple times a week, like, well, I guess every time I play it, it's going to be a dud, so I better hope I have a really good daytime stream or I'm screwed, right? I don't know what else to say. If you have any ideas, any opinions, let me know. All right? All right, guys. Thank you so much. What are we doing tomorrow? The main gameplay stream, more Toy Story 3. I'm really enjoying the game. We unlocked a ton of stuff to do last.
Yeah, that whatever, Phil. That's the ticket. Toy Story 3. God, Jesus. Just keep playing Toy Story 3 and Bassmaster. Apparently, your den heads, you know, most of them are 13-year-olds anyway. They love that shit. So there you go. Maybe throw in Lion King. They probably like that. You know what I mean? They probably, you know, would love watching Mustafa and whatever the hell the other character is. You know, maybe you get some tips that way. So anyway, I'm calling it right now. Phil's gonna rage quit this. Because he's one, terrible at the game, and two, of course, he's just not getting any support. Not getting the tips, my lord, getting the tips. So yeah, so he's wage quitting it. I'm calling it. Maybe he'll play. Who knows? What other kid games are out there that his den heads might love? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.